Okay, everybody. Hello and happy Wednesday. It's Kate Richburg live on the Beadshop.com live broadcast for Wednesday, March 16th. It's great to have all of you all here. Today is going to be a really fun day. We've got a flash sale. Usually we do these flash sales on Friday and we call them flash sale Fridays, but we flipped our week this week. So I'm going to show you that stuff in just a second. But I wanted to welcome everybody here who's watching. A big shout out and a big hello. And I also wanted to mention, as I look over here and try and find the right screen for it, that you can find us on our social at beadshop.com on Instagram. And please, if you do make a project or get some product in from Beadshop or anything you might want to share, go ahead and give us a tag at beadshop.com on Insta, and we'll be glad to add it to our stories and boost that signal for you. You can also join us at the Bead Table on Facebook, our wonderful Facebook community that's growing stronger by the day. We'd love to have you over there. And of course, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, give us a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications so you'll never miss a broadcast. And speaking of broadcasts, you guys, today is going to be an incredible day, I think. I've been shopping, done a little bit of shopping, and you've seen some flash sales that I've had in the past couple months. Well, this one I think is almost the penultimate flash sale because I've got a really special small collection of micro-faceted ombre stones that I think you're going to love. So the quantities are extremely limited. The way that flash sales work is after the broadcast, you're going to go right here to our beadshop.com website, and starting at 12 noon Pacific time. So if you're watching this live, it is 10:36 a.m. I'm still on daylight savings or not or whatever, but it's 10:36 a.m. right here on the West Coast. So at noon, those products go live and they'll be up until they sell out. Again, this is a limited collection, so they're going to go pretty quickly. That being said, I think you're going to love them. When we do these flash sales, I try and, curate is such a, I feel like, overused word sometimes, but I really do get my hands on each one of these projects that we do for our flash sales. So I hope you guys are really, really going to like these. I thought that, the coming of spring was perfect time for gemstones. So you can jump right over to, let me do this, beadshop.com after the broadcast, and you'll see that page. There's right on the homepage, you'll see there's a big splashy banner that says product goes live at noon. When noon hits, refresh that page, okay? Because it's not going to automatically refresh on its own. You'll refresh that page, all the products will go live, and you can shop and then check out. Don't let the products languish in your cart, kids, because until you've checked out, those stones are still up for grabs and someone can nab them, okay? So that being said, let me go ahead and just take a look. It looks like people are watching from all over. It's great to have all of you here. Janice is over on our YouTube channel doing some moderating, and Gita is moderating from across the miles on our Facebook page. So hello to everyone. Gosh, I'm scrolling through and seeing everybody saying hello, and from all over the world. I love it. We are truly a worldwide community. Shall we get started? I'm going to show you these, and then I'm going to show you a couple of the projects we have coming up. I just did, I'm here, you can tell I'm here in the office today. I've been paletting a few of my projects for April, so we've got some fun things coming up. But in the next 2 weeks, we've got a project coming from Drea on Friday, and we've got a project from Janice coming next week. So I'll share those sneak peeks with you at the end of the broadcast. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, let me add this camera angle to the stream here. And cheers, a little bit of coffee. and let's get this show on the road. So, sorry, I've got a little bit of a dark spot. I put a white background here, hoping that the colors would be really true, but let's see what happens. We're just going to go with it. So these are all microfaceted stones, okay, and they're kind of small-ish, and the stuff that you can, the projects that, not the stuff, but the projects that you can create with these stones, I just love. These are all from our really tried and true dealer that we have in India. These strands all measure about 13 inches a strand, give or take. And I've got my trusty caliper here that I'm going to show you size-wise what we're working with here today. Okay, so let me show you these. Let's start off with this Ombre Carnelian. And the Carnelian goes from very light to dark. And the thing that I love about these ombre strands is that you can string them just as is and have this color gradation like this, or you can sort them by color and do them from a light to dark gradation as well. Something like this, you would wire wrap with a 26 gauge wire, or you would use a size 2 silk. Okay, you can also use the soft touch, soft flex beading material. That would work really well for this as well. So here are the carnelian. They are microfaceted, quality, beautiful. Let me give you, you can see, I'm going to hold this kind of up to the camera. Sometimes it's hard to translate. A few of these, you know, they have a few, like you can see right there, a few inclusions, but overall, the grade of these is pretty darn nice. Size-wise, you can see that little banding that carnelian is known for right in there. Let me measure this one. They're small. They're not big beads. They're small beads. This is about a 2.3 millimeter, and it's round, so it's pretty consistent, though I'll measure the side view a little bit bigger, 2.3 by 2.5. And again, these would make really great, like if you strung them like this or wire wrap them as a hoop earring. I don't know. There's so many things that you could do with these guys. So again, the quantities, why I do these in flash sales is the quantities on these are limited. And especially now, you know, we're hearing it all over the place. Supply chain issues are a thing. So when I see these really beautiful stones like this, I buy as many as I can, and we make them available on flash sales like this. So that's what the story is here. So here's the carnelian. Okay. And the prices and everything will be listed on the website as soon as the sale goes live. And the sale goes live at noon Pacific time. Here is this. I feel like this has Janice written all over it, this color. This is Smoky Quartz. I want to call it almost like a shadow ombre. Let me get them all there. Look at these. They're so subtle. They look a little darker. I'm looking at the screen here. They're a little darker on the screen than they are in real life. Can you see if I hold them up, you can see they're a little bit lighter. There's a question. Michelle has this question. Would they hold up to being on bracelets? They would. You could. Something like this, I might wire wrap with a 28 gauge. These are really small. See that there? But a 28 gauge wire, if you did like a little stack of 3, they would make a really great earring. You could, again, string them with that soft touch or the size 2 silk. Let me tell you how big these are or how small they are. Let me re-zero this out. But the hole size is pretty generous. I bet they would go on a 26, but I don't want to test it. But I'm going to say 28 just to be sure. 1.7 millimeter. Okay. And then the thread that it's on, if I don't squeeze the thread too tightly, it's about a 0.2 millimeter. But you could ladder with them. Janice is saying you could ladder with them using KO. That would be gorgeous, laddered like this. But definitely a 28 gauge wire. And my guess is, without testing it, you could also probably use a 26 gauge. Beautiful, this smoky, gorgeous here. And it, the Smoky Quartz, that microfacet. So all of these, since they're microfaceted, they're super, super shiny, 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 which I love. Okay, so that's these guys. And again, these aren't live on the website yet. They will be live at noon Pacific time, which is in about an hour and a quarter, hour and 15 minutes. This is, I had to have these. It's a multi-stone. We are calling these, I just want to make sure, we're calling them a multi-stone strand. Mostly it's agate and some jasper on here. You can see there's some moss agate in there. There's some yellow jasper, some red and yellow jasper. Some things are transparent, some are opaque. Here it goes into maybe some, that might be some moonstone in there. That is moss agate. Going down to kind of this, maybe some ocean jasper in there. Look at how beautiful these are. They're super rich looking, very kind of natural of the earth looking. And the hole size, I'm looking at the string that all of these are strung on. The string is all about the same. Can you see that thread that it's strung on? If I measure it, if I put my caliper around that thread and I don't squeeze it too tightly, it's about a 0.2 millimeter. This bead is, it's about 3 millimeters here, and they're round, so it's about 2.9 by 3. And again, these are all about 13 inches, give or take. So you'll get this single strand. And you could, like here would be your single strand right here, okay? You could knot them, right, on the silk. You could mix these, like you could just string, you could get a size 11/0 seed bead and maybe, you know, in some kind of a neutral color, like a silver or a gray or something. And you could put like 3 seed beads in between each to elongate that and just wear it as a simple stack around your neck, or do the same in like you could ladder with them. Look at that little stone. Each one of these stones is just such a tiny little treasure. I really like these. So there's a lot of things that you can do with these. Just tap into your imagination. You could even weave with these in the loom. I would use KO for that, but doing a loomed project, right? And Janice is saying, yep, in the old days, strands were almost 16 inches, right? Then they went to 15, and nowadays they've shortened semi-precious strands to about 13 to 14 inches. It's just the way of the world, right? They make those potato chip packages a little bit smaller. Not that I would know. But look at how just really, I just think these are really pretty. You see a lot of times the transparent stones that are microfaceted like this, but you don't often see these opaque stones, which I think are gorgeous. So, and you can use your rewards points, your VIB rewards points. We've got our National Craft Month discount up on the website as well. So the more you buy with those, the more you save. So that's on the homepage of our website. And of course, you can always sign up for our newsletter, you guys, to get our latest discounts and stuff. So this, gosh, these are, there we go. Let me get my hands in there so you can see these. These are dark aquamarine, and they are, he didn't have many of them. I got every single strand he had. I can't even discuss it, how much I love these. These are tiny, and the thread, though, the thread is still pretty big. If you were wire wrapping, I'd try 26, but I'd probably go with 28 gauge. Let me measure. This is a 2mm, like this. This, if I got 2 strands, I would do, like, this would fit with, I think, maybe a size 11 seed bead or something like that. Or you could loom, right? My mom's all, those are mine. Yeah, aren't they just, I can't take it. So you could get 2 strands or even 1 strand, right? And let's say that you kept these in color order and you did like a woven seed bead bracelet, right? And I'm just going to kind of do this so you can see. You could weave, especially if you started like on your jewel loom or on your, you know, how we do our loomed thing here. So you could see here, I could kind of, if I push these kind of close together, that could be the center of the loomed piece, the woven piece. Okay. And then I could go to seed beads or something out here. So getting just a single strand, there is a lot that you could do with it. Again, stringing these on soft touch with a little seed bead in between, you could just have a wear all the time little strand. Really pretty. I love them. Yeah, these are good. Again, few on the ground, but I'm glad you guys like this ombre, kind of this ombre excitement as much as I do. I'm trying to be very, very careful with these so that they don't, nothing happens to them. But look at how, I mean, they just, I don't know, they're so rich. I love them. And blue, as you guys may remember, Sapphire is my my birthstone, but these are an aqua, dark aqua. So, but the quality, again, the quality is pretty darn nice. And these are all cut in India. So it has that, you know, so many hundreds of years of stone cutting experience behind these, which I just love. Like the old school gemstones. Let's go to a light one. Again, this one is really, it's subtle, or as I used to say when I was a kid, subtle. These are the light aqua, pink and blue. Again, hard to kind of see, but if I hold it up close. So this is beautiful for the spring. You know, not every bead has to be a shocker, right? Color-wise. This, again, woven with, you know, in a bracelet or whatever, really gorgeous. And all the strands, the prices will all be on the website when it launches at noon. They are, I will say, pretty darn affordable. I'm pretty pleased with the way we were able to price these. These size-wise, let's take a look. Let me open this up. It's a little, just a hair over 2, like this. Yeah, 2.3, right? By about 2.6. The thing that I look for, like if you're at a gem show, you guys, or whatever, and you're doing some gemstone shopping, because I know, you know, we like to shop, and you know, the local bead shows and stuff are kind of coming back. One of the things, if you're at a show, okay, and you're buying stones like this, these are the things that I look for when I'm buying. Okay, I look for what I'll do is I'll get the strand in my hand and I'll run my hand down one strand like this. So especially with facets, so I'll feel them, and I can feel as I run my hand down them that the size is pretty even, right? It's not like I'm going like little speed bumps, right? I can feel that they're pretty even. I also check the holes, the quality. It's hard for you guys to see that there, but the quality of the hole, okay? So it's not chipped, it's not rough. I can also kind of do that if there's room on the strand, and usually there is. I can run the bead or a few beads up and down, and I can feel whether or not they're going to catch on that strand as I do it, right? So those are all little tips that I kind of just automatically do. You know, the vendor doesn't even know I'm doing them, right? Just to check our quality control. Okay, so that's these guys, the Aqua. All right, really, um, just subtle and just perfect for spring. They go from kind of that light blue all the way to that pink. Really pretty. Okay, so that's that. Next, oh, let's do these. Again, these are super small. I keep saying they're all super small, but they're not. They're all kind of about the same size. Let me just get them. I need to shake them out very carefully here before I put them on camera. Hang on. Hang on there. And these guys, I will tell you, look at those. The yellow tourmaline. And they have a few of the darker tourmaline there. And just look at how those darker stones are just sprinkled in. Let me hold them up. They are strung on a yellow strand, so you are getting some of that yellow color going through there, but they're still pretty yellow, even without that strand going through. And that's another thing that you want to really look for. Like with these, let me show you these. Remember these guys that were so light? The smoky, okay? These are strung on white. If they were strung on a darker thread, the color might be more intense because there's a darker thread running through it, okay? So if you're stringing these like on a silk thread, I might go ahead and really try and match the color, especially since these are transparent. Match the color. Like this is a good choice, this tan. I think we also have it in yellow, maybe, or something. But you know, match the color to your stone. It's a trick that they've done for forever, you know, with stones like this. So, and then sometimes you take it off and you're all, hey, those are clear. They're not that color. But these, when I look at them, you can see that the bead, the stone itself is pretty yellow. Okay. These guys are size-wise, again, small, not quite 2 millimeter, 1.7. Janice has just linked the yellow silk by 2 millimeter here. Small, but beautiful. Really gorgeous. I know Janice is asking how did yellow become so popular? You know, colors trend, that's for sure. And yellow is certainly having a moment right now. Okay, beautiful. So these are they. Let's look at, I've got a few more. I've got 3 more to show you. Let me do this. It's what we're calling the another multi-stone. What are we calling these guys? The other ones we called Ombre agate. So this is the multi-stone microfaceted rounds. These have, I'll show you, a little bit of pyrite down here, a little bit of moonstone, a little bit of garnet, a little bit of green onyx. These are probably a little bit of that dyed ruby, more pyrite, more garnet, and it just repeats on down. Again, these are small. Let me lay them out here. But I like these multi-stones, especially if you were going to ladder with these. And some of the sizes are a little bit different, even on the strand. Can you see like the pyrite is really small, right? Yeah, there is some tourmaline on here, but this right here is that dyed green onyx that's here. This is that enhanced, I think, ruby that they do. It also has a little bit what they call a mystic coating. Can you see how if I move it around, it has that flash? They're doing a lot of those mystic coatings now on stones, and I'm not a super big fan. If I get something that's coated with mystic, it's because I feel it enhances the stone. When that mystic coating is on something that's kind of larger, I don't love it. I feel like it adds a little bit of a fake look to them. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I think that the mystic on this really enhances nicely. It's not too heavy-handed, which I like. It does have the overall look of watermelon tourmaline, but I honestly don't think that there's any tourmaline on here. We've got garnet, hessonite garnet, some moonstone. And so let me tell you the size of these guys. Side by side, 2.3, and hole to hole, about 2 millimeter. So again, yeah, almost a true tube size if you use true tubes. But yeah, and again, I don't want to turn you off by saying this is, with this coating, but it's so subtle. I think it really does enhance it. And all of these coatings nowadays, right, really are nice and stable is what I want to say. And yeah, Pam was saying that we did another show with some mystic coatings that I chose. And they do make a really nice accent. They have a lot of shine to them. So when I do buy beads that have coatings, it's going to be because they enhance it in some way. So those are they. Now I've got two more. I'm going to do this one next, and then I'll leave one of my other favorites for last. This again is a Janus bead, and you can see it's strung on green. This is the green tourmaline. Look at these. Right. And Lorraine is asking, are they the coatings that they use on the check beads? They aren't actually. It's a lot of those check coatings are very proprietary to the check glass companies. So these are coatings that have been developed specifically for stones. Okay, so 6 or 7 strands together. So let me do, that's 3, that's 6. So 6 strands look like this. Okay, and that is, if I just laid them out side by side like that on my hand, that'd be about almost 16.5 millimeters. Okay, so again, it goes from light to dark, and again, it's strung on green, but the stones are pretty green. Okay, again, the The thread isn't overly enhancing it. Really beautiful color. There you go. You can see that color pretty nicely, right? Really nice. Size-wise, these are a little bit on the larger of the spectrum that we've got. 2.5, a little under 2.5, 2.4 millimeter. Again, pretty nice heavy thread. 2.3 hole to hole. Okay. Really nice. Really pretty. Smooth faceted, but again, when I draw my fingers over these, nothing stands out to me as sharp. Nothing stands out to me as big, little. They're all pretty easy. Okay. So, yeah, I'll take all these and wear them around like a princess. Did I say that out loud? Here's the last one that we've got here. This is another, it's an opaque, not a transparent. And I don't know, I might be in the minority here. I love this stone. Microfaceted Chrysacola. I just love it. Natural color. It kind of has a look of turquoise. But I just love it. Again, it's opaque, not transparent. So it has a little bit more of a southwestern kind of feel. Again, it would look great loomed or in a wrap bracelet with leather. From light to dark, kind of green to kind of blue. Let me get one of these strands. And let me measure. Hole to hole, they're a little bit larger, 2.5 to 2.5, so it's pretty round. These opaque stones, they're a little bit bigger because they're probably the material's a little more plentiful, right? Maybe, I don't know, who knows how that goes. But they go from that dark kind of green blue all the way to that lighter blue. Again, natural color. All of these are natural colors. Nothing is dyed or enhanced except for a few of those stones on that multi-stone strand that I pointed out. But again, they're all color fast. These, and again, these are opaque, not transparent. So really, really pretty. And you can see with these, if I even just put 4 strands of these together, this is what you've got here. So you've got a nice amount. So that's it, everybody. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. You'll find all of these on beadshop.com. Let me put that little thing right up there. You'll jump over at noon Pacific time. Right now it's 11:07, so we've got a little less than an hour. You'll hit refresh on the homepage if you are on the homepage before noon. Hit refresh and then hit that link. It'll take you right to the flash sale Friday. That's usually what we call these, even though it's Wednesday today, right? So you can see that. You'll be able to see all of them. You may want to, if you haven't shopped with us before, or if you do need some other things, go ahead and jump over and do some shopping. Throw some things in your cart so that you can grab whatever you want from the flash sale and then check out. There are limited amounts of these guys, but I see how much you like them, so I will repeat this kind of ombre sale sometime when I find really good ones. Okay, so I just don't want to sell you any old things. So I'm glad you guys like these. Let me show you what's coming up. Okay. It does match my nail color. I know you guys are noticing. The nails are coming to an end because my home studio is almost done. So I'll be back to metalsmithing hands soon. Okay. This is a piece by Drea. We're going to do this one on Friday. We have some new beads that we're dropping on Friday. And this is a piece Drea is going to be on with me on Friday. And we're going to talk about the laddering. This has the Josephine knot right here. We're going to talk about this. So this is Drea's next step from her leather bracelet project. You can see there's some Tila beads. We've done the herringbone with the super duos in the center, right? Like this. They're really a gorgeous. It's a little. Drea made it to fit her diminutive little wrist, but I can really let me shove it on my wrist. My wrist is 6.5 inches, so it's just a little tight on mine. Let me see if I can get it on there. But Drea is going to come on with me. There we go. Drea is going to come on with me, and we're going to talk about this. But it's a really great. It's a really great bracelet. I just love it, love it, love it. So this is Friday. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I have a really, and it's easier than you think. Jasper, I see you on the comments. It would take you forever to make that. You can reduce this. You don't have to make this wide, right? You could do this by just making the center portion here, or you could add this portion, or you can do the whole thing like this, right? This is going to be a new button that we launch. But this with the Josephine knot up here, I think it's really good. And Drea is really, she's a good ladderer with this. It feels so substantial. It's really just gorgeous. I love it. And then next week, we've got something coming up from Janice. We've got some more new beads launching. So these you may not see. You're not going to see them on the website yet. But do you remember that project that Drea did with the, where she used that clasp where you can make everything convert, right? So you can stack up different necklaces all together, right? And these go on that. I'm going to show it, but you can use that Clio clasp and connect these. Well, Janice has made like a trio here. We're going to use our fine line chain. And we're going to string some really simple bib necklaces that you can wear singly or together to stack. And we'll talk about some wire wrapping. I'm going to talk about finessing your wire wrapping so your wire wraps are just perfect, right? We're going to talk about chain. We're going to talk about using the spine line chain, how to use it and crimp it just perfectly so it's perfectly closed. You can see that Janice also used a nice little drop here at the end. So we're going to play around with the neck stacker concept next week. Okay. So that's that, really. Let me go back to here. We've got a lot of fun things. I love the way this hangs. And you can see even on black, it looks great. So it looks good, I think. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then I pulled some projects I think you guys are going to love. I've got a new clasp. Janice doesn't even know this, so I'm going to tell her right now. Janice, I've got a new clasp from Cynthia at Green Girl, which you're really going to love. I'm going to show you the project. I'll send you a photo. It's really gorgeous. And then I just did a whole new color palette. We've got some new wax linen colors coming, and so you guys are going to see those as well. So we've got a lot of stuff coming down. So yes, please do hit that like button, that thumbs up button, give us some hearts, give us some shares. The more that you interact, with everybody now on social media, we are celebrating our 5th year of live broadcasting, which is crazy to think about that I've been doing this for 5 years. That is thousands of hours of content that we've done for you. But now, so many people are doing live broadcasts, live broadcasts, live broadcasts. So the more that you interact with us, the more that you share, the more that you hit likes on this video, the more that you comment, all of that, it raises us in the rankings and helps other bead lovers find what we do here at beadshop.com. We're celebrating 40 years of being in business as beadshop.com, many years as a brick and mortar, and now since 1996 online. 96. That's crazy to think about how long we've been doing this online thing. So we got the OG cred there. So that's what I've got for you. I will be back on Friday with Drea and her wonderful project. I want to wear it. Oh, it's so deco. If I wear it on my head, I always want to wear it on my head. So that'll be really fun. We'll have Drea together with us together, and we'll talk about her piece, and we'll talk about a little bit about her color paletting and stuff. And I also wanted to let you guys know, I think it was last weekend. Was it last weekend? I saw our dear friend Emily, and Emily wanted to let you all know a big hi, hello, and she's doing well, and she's going to be on. I'm going to share this photo with you guys. She's going to be on with us soon. She's been kind of a busy lady. So let me just add this real quick. I told her that I was going to share this photo, so I don't think she will mind if I do that. So Emily's going to be back soon with some more wonderful seed beading content. So we'll be seeing her soon. That photo is uploading, so just bear with me so she can. There we are. There we are. There's our Emily. We did a little knitting extravaganza over at Stitches in Sacramento. So she says a big hi and hello to everyone. And of course, you can follow Emily on her social, see what she's up to. She is selling so much jewelry right now. You can find her as Emily B. Miller Designs. Instagram is the best place to find our Emily. So I think I've caught you up with everything. So I will see you all on Friday with Drea. Remember that our stones go live at noon Pacific time, and you can go right over to beadshop.com. You can give us a follow at beadshop.com on Instagram. Join our community over on Facebook at the Bead Table. Like and subscribe and turn on those notifications on your YouTube channel. We thank you for joining us over there at YouTube. And of course, you can find all of the information on today, the products from the broadcast, right on our website. Don't forget to give our newsletter a sign up for the latest discounts, giveaways, and new products. We always have new drops coming with really great, fun products that we have 40 years of sourcing experience for you. So we've got a lot of fun stuff coming down. So that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for your support, because without you guys out there supporting our small business, we wouldn't be able to be here doing what we love. So thank you ever so much. I'll see you on Friday. Thanks so much, everybody. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.